First up is first base, and I want to talk about my brother, Justin Verlander, and the Houston Astros. This was a special week for me. It was a special weekend. Justin is back. For the first time in 624 days, I got to see my brother back out on a mound. Now, my brother is 9 years older than me. There hasn't been a single year in my entire life that I hadn't seen my brother pitch until last year. Now he's back. And on Saturday night in Anaheim, with myself, my mom and my dad, my sister-in-law, and some of their friends and family, I was able to watch him again. It was an incredible night. It was emotional. I had so many nerves going on before this started. So many. And I was able to settle in after just a couple of innings. But I'm serious. It was pretty emotional for me. I was pretty nervous. It felt like the lead up to a World Series game. And a big reason for that is he had been out for so long. He had been injured. I wanted that to go well. I wanted him to do well. He was sick. He had the flu. He felt awful leading up to the game. And then the day of the game, he finally felt a little bit better. But coming off the flu, there was just so much going on that I was a nervous wreck. I have no fingernails. But when all was said and done, the game started. The first matchup, the first at-bat with my brother back on the mound was against Shohei Ohtani. Because of course it was. For a year now, on this show, we have been doing This Week in Shohei Ohtani News, and I have become his biggest fan in the entire world, rightfully so. If you guys don't know how big of a fans we are here at Flippin Bats, you will learn. But rightfully so. And now Justin comes back, and his first at-bat, he faces Shohei. He strikes him out 0 for 3. Shohei Ohtani was on the night. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, 2 of which were looking. Justin ended up throwing 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 1 run. That came off the Jared Walsh homer. What more could you ask for? It was incredible. It was an awesome night. He threw so well. Everybody, in terms of my family, was there on hand to watch it. We were all ecstatic. But the emotions leading up to it is what made it so special. It had been almost 2 years since Justin had pitched in a game, since I had gotten to see my brother on a mound. He had been through a lot. He had the injury, he was rehabbing, he missed the playoffs, he missed the World Series last year with the Astros, and now he was back. And it was a really, really cool night to be a part of. He ended up getting the loss. On Friday night, the Astros scored 13 runs. On Saturday night, when Justin pitched, 0 runs. And that, my friends, is baseball. That is just how it goes. No runs the night Justin scored. He ended up losing. They lost the game 2-0. But I'm just so happy he threw well, which leads me into this Astros team as a whole. I was extremely impressed with the Houston Astros opening week. Extremely. This team is elite. I picked them to win the AL West. I feel even better about that. The Houston Astros blew me away watching them. Offensively, so deep. Alex Bregman is back. He is healthy. I got to talk to him down on the field post-game after one of the games. Jeremy Peña is stepping in at shortstop. And let me say this, because Carlos Correa leaving was a massive part of this offseason and a massive part of people's projection of the Astros this year. But Jeremy Peña steps in, and the second game of his career has 3 hits, hits a home run, a double, a homer and a double in the same inning, also singles in the game, a 3-hit game. His home run came with his parents being interviewed in the stands. I am a sucker for that sort of stuff. But baseball just has an incredible way of telling the most incredible stories. And Jeremy Peña, for his first big league home run had his parents in the stands getting interviewed. If you haven't seen the video of it, you need to. It was incredible. That moment was incredible. And right after the game, another incredible moment. I was one of the first people to talk to Jeremy Peña in the entire world after his first career home run, his first career hit, his first career 3-hit game. Post-game, I was able to talk to him about all of that. That was really cool. The starting pitching of this team, Framber Valdez, was lights out. Jake Odorizzi, after giving up 2 runs in the first, settled down and threw really well. Justin Verlander, 1 run in 5 innings. Jose Urquidy, 1 run. In 4 games in this opening series against the Angels, who are a good offensive team, in 4 games, the starting pitching of the Houston Astros gave up 4 runs. That's it. Offensively, Kyle Tucker in the 6 hole. An MVP candidate kind of guy. Friend of the show. In the 6 hole. I mean, the offense is deep. The starting pitching was great. The bullpen was good. The defense was good. Threw out a couple of guys at home plate. Michael Brantley in left field threw out a guy at home. Kyle Tucker in right field threw out a guy at home. This team, opening weekend, showed themselves to be great, elite. If anybody was worried about the loss of Carlos Correa, and I will say this, losing Carlos Correa is never a good thing for a team. But what the Astros have done is they found their shortstop in a rookie that is able to get the job done. He is not Carlos Correa. He shouldn't be expected to be Carlos Correa, but he is a guy that can hit in the 8 or 9 hole in this lineup and produce, and that's all you can ask for. Him stepping in was incredible, but the whole weekend was incredible. Being able to have live shows on the field, the same field that my brother was working on for the first time in 2 years, was awesome. It was emotional for me. It was emotional for my family, and opening weekend was a weekend that I will never forget in my entire life. But Justin is back, and the Houston Astros, they're elite. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.